These outgrown 4-week acrylic nails look great, but when I started filing off the color, there was something unexpected. And what I thought is going to be a quick fill turned into full rebalance of acrylic nails. In this video, we're going to transform these nails, and for nail art, I'm going to combine two unexpected colors, pink and red.
Hello guys, my name is Anastasia and this is my client for today. She has almond-shaped acrylic nails, so we are going to keep this shape and do some rebalance. Let's take a look underneath the nails and we can see that there is some excess product. It happens with a certain form placement, so I'm going to start by filing it off. I will use a carbide bit with green abrasive mark. The speed is 26,000 rotations per minute. When you are doing fill and you need to remove product, you should not use a low speed, such as 10 or 12,000 rotations per minute, because you will not be able to remove the product properly. And when the drill bit is rotating so slow, it will cause more friction, which will end up with overheating. Using higher speeds with correct and high quality drill bits will definitely prevent you from feeling these heat spikes. I need to file off all this excess product that is under the natural nail because it's simply giving this extra weight to the free edge of the nail and they may end up breaking easily. And then we proceed to removing the color from the top. I'm using the carbide bit again, but slightly different shape because this one is more convenient for the color removal. Green abrasive mark, and the speed is 26,000 rotations per minute. By the way, if you would like to learn which drill bits are better for certain parts of infills and dry manicure and master the electric nail file, I have an online course which is perfectly suitable for beginners. It includes in-depth theory on which drill bits you need to choose, which size, abrasive mark, speed and angle, and also it has lots of practical assignments. You will learn how to use electric nail file on tips, on eggs, on yourself and on models. The link will be in the description box so you can learn more about it and join. Meanwhile, I filed off the gel color from the top and realized that it's not enough. We also need to remove some of the acrylic. Do you see this white yellowish line along the cuticle and the sidewalls? This is product lifting. It's very important to file it off and completely remove it before we can add new product. In this particular case, we have lifting along the sidewalls because the product was applied a bit too close to the skin. Other than that, these nails look great. When you see them with the color, you can barely tell that something is wrong because the shaping and everything else was good. But we had this excess product underneath and excess product along the sidewalls. Sometimes it's very deceiving because when we know that the product is lifting, there's too much product, we expect to see something that we can tell these nails are too thick right away. But sometimes it's not as obvious, like this extra product can be hiding underneath and this lifting can be not as extreme, so we may not even notice it. So please pay attention to all these little parts of the lifting and you need to remove it so you will not be able to see these whitish or yellowish lines at all. It all should be clean so you will not be even able to tell where's the nail and where's the product. Once I filed off the product around the lifting, I easily take it off with orange wood stick, and no, it is not painful at all because this product is not adhered to the nail anymore. This kind of lifting was almost on each nail, like right here we have slightly bigger lifting near the cuticle area, and then we proceed to dry manicure. I'm using diamond flame-shaped bit with red abrasive mark. And now the speed is lower because we're not working with the product anymore, we are dealing with the skin and natural nail, so it's 17,000 rotations per minute. This part of the fill is also very important because we are doing this not only for the cuticle care, but also it's basically part of the prep. I'm not just pushing the cuticles up, I'm also cleaning the cuticle from the nail plate, which is a crucial step in nail preparation. And yes, technically we can do this with a hand file too, but with certain nails it's extremely hard to reach these areas because some people have slightly puffy sidewalls and you cannot really reach it with a hand file. Finally, when everything is clean and the nail plate is ready for product application, we can trim the cuticles with manicure scissors. On some nails, we have only free edge left, like all this nail bed area was filed off. And this is what prepped nails look like. Oh my god, my client has such a gorgeous, beautiful nail plates. After we filed off all this excess product and lifting, they already look so pretty, right? Now let's apply dehydrator, let dry, and then non-acid primer. I only apply it to the area where we have natural nail, and if you accidentally touch the product, don't worry. Now we need to fill the area without any product with acrylic. I'm using clear acrylic, but since we removed product lifting along the sidewalls and near the cuticle, I also filed off some product from the top. Now I need to do the rebalance to place the apex, which is the highest point of the nail, located in the middle. So I need to add a little bit more product in the center and less near the cuticle. When applying product near the cuticle, it's important to leave a little margin. If there is no margin, if the product is touching the skin even slightly, almost unnoticeably, it's still enough to have product lifting within few days. And I know it's so tricky, especially with clear acrylic. Sometimes you cannot see it, but please pay attention because it's so important. As I was doing this fill, I was feeling extremely nostalgic because for me it's been a while since I used acrylic, and once I opened the monomer, it felt so good because back in the days I used to do acrylic nails every single day. I would say it was like 90% of my work acrylic fills. And I get it why it's so popular, because once you master how to use acrylic, you can easily do simple fill within 1 hour. Well, when it's something a bit more complicated, maybe within 2 hours. But usually whenever I'm working with acrylic, it's much faster compared to any other product because you don't need to spend time when curing in the lamp. And also acrylic is curing on air, so you have really limited time to apply the product, so it doesn't allow you to work slowly. Sometimes the product may slightly flood the sidewalls. It happens, so I immediately clean it with my glove. Please do not touch the product or do anything with your bare hands. We decided to keep the length, so I only need to slightly refresh them with the shape and also to file the top to make sure it's super smooth. But like with any product, I always take my time with the product application because I really hate this part with the filing and I want to avoid it at all costs. So I really try to apply the product as smooth as possible. I always tell my students that after product application, the filing and shaping time should not exceed 10 to 15 minutes. If it's taking longer, like 20, 30, or even 40 minutes, that means there's too much product, right? Because why is it taking so long? And you definitely need to work more on product application so you can spend less time with filing and shaping. I'm feeling really excited about this nail art that we're about to do. As the background, I will use this gorgeous red glitter color. I think one coat will be enough because we are doing some art on the top, so why waste time on the second coat? Cure the background for 1 minute. Then I applied blooming gel, and then I take this light pink gel polish and create some abstract lines. So it is going to look like a marble or a lightning. I think it's my first time when I'm actually combining red and pink on one nail because I usually tried to avoid this color combination. But I think this one looks pretty good, and this pink is almost like white. So this is what we have now, like these abstract lines. Then we need to cure them for 1 minute. And now, without any blooming gel, using the same color and the detailer brush, I will add thin lines. This design is so simple, but it looks awesome, right? Cure it again, and then we seal it with a glossy top coat. I'm really glad we picked this color combination because this glitter red looks gorgeous on her skin tone. Let me guys know, what do you think? Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here on my channel, consider subscribing as I post new nail art tutorials just like this one every week. See you in my next one. Goodbye.